All right, welcome back. So we've got the V2 Infraction on the bench that has the Power Hobby wheels on it that I keep calling Proline. Apologize for that, but they are the Power Hobbies wheels, non-staggered, and was ripping it yesterday and it stopped communicating. So we're going to look into why it's not communicating anymore. So we got the pack here that doesn't fit. We'll be right back. So we're going to plug this thing in and figure out what the heck is going on with this thing. It either lost BEC voltage coming out of the ESC to the receiver, so no third beat. That's weird. Look at that. I wonder if something's going on with the steering servo. Wonder if something's going on with the ABC. As you see, the ABC kept trying to correct it, which was really weird. That was strange that the ABC kept kicking in and trying to correct. Strange. I'm checking for damaged wires. That's what I'm looking for. unscrew this ESC. Okay, let's plug this thing back in. So what I did was unplug the steering servo, and because if you noticed, I was turning the wheel and it kept trying to center, and something was glitching with this steering. And the sad part is that I think this is, I don't know, the steering servo failed, which is really strange. So we're going to pop it out real quick. So that's what's going on. The steering servo failed. And it's basically shorting out the receiver because it couldn't center the AVC. So by unplugging this steering servo, it allowed it to bind back up and the throttle work, but the steering wouldn't work. So literally, the steering servo failed. So as you see, I straightened the wheel, and what I ended up doing, see, and I think I'll try popping this thing out of here. I might have a steering servo I can test in here, but literally a steering servo failed. That's super odd. Well, it's not odd that the stock, I think it's a stock servo, failed. That's not what's odd. What's odd is how it acted when it failed. That's a first for me, to where the steering servo created a problem like that, to where something in the electronics of the steering servo went bad. So I'm going to pull it out and check the wiring. I have a lot of wiring in this RC because I am running a regulator for all these aftermarket fans, keeping it cool. But I can't believe that this thing literally overheated my steering servo or something. Something went out in the steering servo, causing it to short out. But yeah, this thing is really, really strange. Let me see if I have another one. Right, I have a SERVOS here, but I don't know if it fits. It might. Let me plug in this SERVOS. See if the SERVOS works. No, it does not. I gotta find my steering servos. Be right back. Alright, I have this 444 here. That's basically set up for winch power. And I don't know if this, yeah, it'll fit on there. Well, it works. Well, at least I know it works. So now, because this is a winch, it's continuous. So I know I have some steering servos somewhere and not a winch servo. Don't know why I have a winch servo. One of those mistake purchases. Well, the good news is I know what's wrong. Bad news is I'm gonna have to find a steering servo somewhere. I know I gotta have one somewhere. I'm just not sure where it is at this present time. But there we go, guys. Is it something you really thought was gonna be bad? A steering servo? I don't know why I'm keeping bad servos either. I think I remember when this one burnt out, the SERVOS one. But I'm going to grab a steering servo and get it put back in. But I'm going to mount down the ESC in the meantime. So that screw's still there. really got to clean up. Well, I mean, the wiring, not too bad. But I did a lot of testing on this RC with the game changer regulator. And so the wiring I have, this is the prototype regulator. So the wiring I have is kind of all over the place, but it works. So I can get these wires put back in. Because this thing has the handbrake, it's got the extra receiver back there, or servo I should say, receiver. The extra servo back there. So it's got a little bit more wiring than most of these Infractions and Limitlesses. But I know I have some factory Arrma steering servos because I've replaced a lot of mine. Even though they weren't bad, I replaced them anyway, just to get faster steering servo or whatever the case was. So that wiring's back in there. Then I can mount this button down, put these screws in here. So I'm going to look for a steering servo and get that installed. But it's still a costly repair because I'm not, I mean, if I have another stock one, which I think I have one somewhere, I'll put a stock one in there because I really don't need anything that quick with this RC. But if I go out and buy one, I'll buy a better one. I'll probably put in a, I don't know, a Reefs steering servo, or I'll put in a SERVOS, about an $80 servo into it, and see how that goes. But there we go. Like, comment, subscribe. We know what's going on with this thing now, so that makes me feel a lot better, because I don't like broken RCs. But it was really strange that I would turn the wheel and it would try to center itself. And it did that a few times until it finally just stopped trying to do it. But there we go, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if that's what you thought it was going to be. I really thought it was going to be an ESC or a... really thought it was going to be a receiver that had failed. But turned out it was a steering servo that failed, shorted out, and wasn't allowing the AVC to bind because it was creating a direct short. But there we go. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching.